here with KANE, who's a best practice program member, business owner. What's been the journey for you so far, and what are you discovering and starting to experience?
A great deal more structure in the way that we're going about things, taking the time out every single month to sit back and have a proper look at what we're doing, even if we don't do anything else for the rest of the month, just to come and I guess network with a whole bunch of other professionals in a whole range of different industries and get some clarity about what's worked for us and what could still improve, and then go about trying to put that into practice. And we've had some real benefits out of that, immediately. And I mean, just looking at the investment side of things, which I'm not even looking at, but if we look at the outlay that we paid to come and the money that we feel we've probably generated as a result of being here, it's just not even comparable. We've got a good focus on where we're going to go now over the next 5 years. And probably now thinking a little bit more long term. And for me personally, been a lot about delegating, so pushing the work down. We've seen some great growth in our staff, so that's been rewarding for me on two levels. One, for myself, because it's allowed me to free up some of my own time, get some more white space to start thinking about things more long term. But it's also, I think, been rewarding for our staff, because their skills are starting to grow and they're starting to get a little bit more self-worth and happiness, I guess, out of what they're doing on a daily basis.
I think I also heard you say this morning that you just had your best month ever.
Yep, we certainly did. Have a business partner in my business, and he had the idea at the start of the month to set a big, hairy, audacious goal for the team to achieve. And just saying to John this morning, literally within the last 2 hours of the last day of the month, they achieved that goal. And that sort of earned them a great bonus, somewhere in the vicinity of a couple of weeks' pay in addition for them. So it was great, and we love giving it because obviously the financial return was there for us in order to be able to pass that on, and it really just gave a lot of I guess value to everything that we've been talking about here, and that's that finding the right people to get on board and take a lot of the work on in order to get a return for themselves as well. So yeah, something that actually came to fruition as a result of being here.
Fantastic. For a business owner out there, what would you say about the journey so far? I know this is only month 5, so it's really only 4 months into the process, but what would you say about this experience so far?
You have to be here, you have to be involved in a program like this. You can't do it on your own. No matter how good you are or believe you are, there's always room for improvement. Anyone that wants to compete at anything and wants to do well out of everything needs to have a coach to critique them and help them to identify what they might not be able to focus on, because they're in it all the time instead of away from it.
And you're not saying that as some small startup. You're a reasonable sized business, aren't you? So.
No, absolutely. In fact, if you are a reasonable sized business, you have to be here. But I think it's just as important to be, if you're a small business, to come along. John has a great fee structure, which I think just entitles everyone, no matter what size your business, to be able to come and participate. Small amount of money if you're a small startup, and larger amount if you're a larger business. But let's face it, the amount of money that you can get back out of that investment, absolutely. And it's just a fraction of what you can get out of it. And it's not just about the money. You actually just feel a great deal better knowing that there's an actual plan in place.